Hey guys, Anthony here with Rev3 Games, and I've got David Cage with me from Quantic Dream. I just saw a gameplay demo of Beyond, and the trailer that you guys showed during the Sony press conference was unbelievable, but it left a lot of questions. The first and biggest one was, will we be controlling Jodie or will we be controlling Aiden? And the answer is both. Can you explain about how that gameplay works and the control differences between the two?
Of course, you can switch from Jodie to Aiden at pretty much at any time in the game, so you just press a button and you move from one to the other. And of course Jodie is a human being, so you can do whatever a human being can do, but when you switch to the entity, you can do what an entity can do. So you can invisible, you can float around, you can go through walls, you can also interact with matter and with people in a very specific way.
Yeah, and we saw a couple different instances of that with very different outcomes. There are some protective things that Aiden can do, and there are some very destructive things that Aiden can do, especially to people and objects. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, I don't want to explain too much. I want to give the surprise for people, but one of the many things that Aiden can do, there are some people can be possessed. And so Aiden can just take control of their body, and then the player will control them, so which will open new opportunities as a matter of gameplay, of course.
Very cool. And of course, Heavy Rain, your last title, was very much about branching story and not knowing that you're in a branching story. How is decision and sort of moral choices affecting your story in Beyond?
The philosophy behind Beyond is really close to the one behind Heavy Rain, actually. It's about the idea of being the main protagonist of a story and being in the shoes of the hero, so you can really make decisions that will change the way the story unfolds. So exactly the same thing in Beyond.
And what lessons did you guys sort of learn from Heavy Rain? Heavy Rain was a game that got strong emotional reactions from everyone. When you looked at sort of its supporters and detractors and people who kind of got it and maybe didn't get it, what did you sort of learn and try to put into Beyond?
Well, I don't design games just based on reactions. I mean, the first thing that is important to me is to write about something I feel, something I feel I need to talk about. So yeah, you can just buy the magazines and go on the internet and see what people want or don't want, like, didn't like, and then design based on this, but this is not me. I mean, I just, in order to work on something and give it 3 years of your life, you need to believe in it. So that's the most important thing. What we learned from Heavy Rain is that there were a lot of people very interested in this type of experiences that was very different from the other games out there. And yes, it's great that there are so many games where you can shoot and drive and jump on platforms, but at the same time there are people who are interested in more emotional experiences, and this is the kind of games that we make.
And what sort of issues and emotional issues did you want people to think about, or were you thinking about when you created Beyond?
I wanted them to. There are different things, different themes behind the game. One of them is growing, what it means to grow, to learn, to change through the years, because the game takes place through 15 years of the life of Jodie Holmes. It's also how it feels to be different. So Jodie is different because she has this link with this entity, but I think all of us is different in a way or another. So it's just about how it is to accept who you are and what it means for you and how difficult and painful it can sometimes be. But Beyond is also about death, it's about mourning, it's about separation, it's about what's on the other side, and yeah, I think the game has something hopefully interesting to say about all this.
Awesome. Well, I was blown away by the demo. It looks wonderful. Do you know when we're going to be able to get our hands on Beyond?
Definitely next year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, more on Beyond as we get information, and of course we're here at E3 all week. We've got tons of stuff for you, so be sure that you are subscribed to Rev3 Games.